What's up everybody, it's Matt from Peter Glenn, and in this video we're going to show you about Wakesurf ropes and why it's really important to have one of these things if you own a wake surfer. Let's check this out. So if you're getting yourself a new wake surfer, or maybe you already have a wake surfer and you don't have a wake surf specific rope, it's definitely a good thing to have, and it's borderline a must have. And the reason is this is not just about performance, it's really about safety as well. Now when we look at the performance side of things, wake surfing ropes are much shorter than wakeboard ropes. They also have shorter sections as well. And this is so you can get yourself exactly where you need to be, because you're obviously going to be a lot closer to the boat than you are when you're wakeboarding. And when you look at that first section of your wakeboard rope, that section is going to be way too long and it's going to get you back way too far. You need to be in a lot closer, and that's where this shorter rope and those shorter sections really allow you to fine tune where you're at so you can find that sweet spot for wake surfing. These ropes in general are going to be around 20-25 feet long, and again that first section of your wakeboard rope, even if you shorten it up all the way, is usually going to be closer to 50 to 60 feet long, and that's just too far. And then beyond that, the rope itself is going to be a much thicker rope. Now the reason for this is that when you're wake surfing, the idea is to get rid of the rope. We want to find that sweet spot and get ourselves to a point where we feel comfortable riding, where we can ditch the rope. We don't want to have the rope at all. With wakeboarding, everything you do on a wakeboard relies on your rope, relies on your handle, and relies on you pulling on that thing and the rope not stretching. So they have those really, really thin non-stretch ropes. And with these wake surf ropes, you might actually need to grab a hold of the rope to pull yourself forward a little bit. Now, a lot of them have these little tiny handles, which are very, very nice because it gives you something that's just big enough for your hands so you can get up on the water. And then once you get up, you're pretty much gonna let go and just be holding on with one hand while you're trying to find that sweet spot. And then with your other hand, you're gonna be reaching forward and grabbing a hold of the rope to pull yourself forward and to let yourself back and really, really find that sweet spot so you can, again, ditch the rope and throw it into the boat for somebody to grab a hold of so you can wake surf without it. Now, if you use a wakeboard rope, it's gonna be way too thin. It's gonna hurt your hands. It's gonna be very, very hard to hold on to. Also can get wrapped around your hand a little bit easier too. So it really is a safety thing. Also with these little tiny handles, I've heard many, many times where people have been out using a wakeboard rope with that big wakeboard handle and they've fallen forward and put their arm through the rope. So we want to lessen that chance, and that's why these handles are as small as they are compared to a wakeboard rope. And some of the ropes actually don't even have handles. Some of them are just really, really big, thick braided ropes, again, enough that you can really grab a hold of it very, very easily, pop up on the water, and then as soon as you're up on the water, again, the idea is to pull yourself forward, let yourself backwards, really, really find that sweet spot. But at the end of the day, whether you have the big braided rope, whether you have the one with the little handle, you can see that these things are built very, very specific for wake surfing, and it really can benefit, and it really is a lot safer to have a wake surfing specific rope when you are wake surfing. But if you got any questions about anything that we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer those questions. We want to make sure we can get you into some rad gear, but most importantly, we want to make sure that it's going to fit you and it's going to fit your riding needs properly too. Also make sure to like, subscribe, and definitely get that notification bell on too so you can find out when all the new videos drop. And head on over to peterglenn.com, grab yourself a new wake surfer, make sure you got a wake surfing rope to go along with it, and get out and ride, because any day of riding is a good day of riding.